Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. A while ago I promised a rank 3 Hulkbuster showcase, and if you don't like dealing with your opponent's special attacks, this is the place for you. Let's see what he has to offer. Hulkbuster is without doubt one of the most slept on, underrated, and overpowered characters in Marvel Contest of Champions, and that is not something I say lightly. Not only is he an absolute tank, but I think that might be one of the very few special attacks we will see in this entire video. Now, this is Hulkbuster in Labyrinth of Legends, pushed about as far as we can push him, but we are hitting the damage cap with relative ease, so we have some serious damage to go. And Hulkbuster completely shuts down half of the game. So many issues in MCOC, from nodes to champion abilities, say something along the lines of, when the defender throws a special attack, or on my special one, this happens. But Hulkbuster can completely deny the opponent any opportunity to ever throw a special attack. We're back at our special 2, which if thrown into block will completely power lock the opponent and fully drain all of their power. And you can see in this fight, that was 1.5 million health down in just 54 seconds. 50 hits. Now, that was Labyrinth of Legends, and you might say, that's not particularly, it's not reflective of real gameplay. So, this is Eternity of Pain Dormammu. We have about 800,000 health to deal with. He's got a whole bunch of nodes, but the annoying ones here in particular are Footloose, meaning whenever he throws a special attack, he will go unstoppable and have a 25% evade chance, and because of some other node, he will also go stun immune. But if we just never let him throw a special attack, then we'd never have to worry about those nodes. And to say that the damage cap in Labyrinth wasn't being fair is probably pretty accurate, given that was 112k crit on the first hit of that special attack. Now, annoyingly, we do get tagged there, but that was 800 and something thousand health, down in 37 seconds, and that is Cosmic Ghost Rider level damage output. In fact, if you go look at the speedruns for this fight, Cosmic Ghost Rider does it in about 32-33 seconds. We did it in 37. Not bad at all. Here we are in 8.4.2, and if Old Man Logan throws a special attack here, whilst we were below 15 hits, we would have had a very large soul barb placed on us, which would have completely shredded all of our health, but guess what? If we just never let him throw a special attack and clonk him with a 420k heavy, then that's not going to be a huge amount of an issue. Now, there is a heavy boost node here, and we can see it going again up against this Ronin, but if they throw a special attack, I will die. And in fact, a lot of champions will have severe issues here because you have buffs put on you from the node. But there we go, weapon is now disabled, and we're safe. We didn't let them throw a special attack. And if he does throw a special attack, well, Ronins aren't the most annoying, but let's just not let that happen. So that was a 60k crit on the start of that. And how big's our heavy here? Oh, that one didn't crit. 410k crit there. Not bad at all. Moving into 8.3.3, we have a Karnak here. I honestly can't even remember the nodes on this path, but Hulkbuster can just take so many nodes that maybe he shouldn't be able to. I think this is a protection special 2 boost path, but honestly, I'm not sure. But let's say Karnak has something that's going to trigger on his specials. Well, we throw a striker, which makes things even easier, and we just never give Karnak the opportunity to throw a special attack at all. This is not wholly dissimilar from the Doom cycle, where you just don't let them do anything. The only actions the opponent can ever take in fights are basic attacks. And if they can only take basic attacks, then, well, they're not going to threaten you too much. Yeah, definitely a special 2 boost node here, but still some 85k crits aren't bad. Now we are up in 8.4.4, up against this Red Goblin. Now we do have class disadvantage here, but so be it. Hulkbuster is based around his special 2. That's where his interesting mechanics come from. But in the right situation, don't sleep on that special 1 either. It has a very long stun associated with it, and that was a 260k crit, non-crit, and here is a 600k crit. Now, special 1 boost node, of course, but that's Act 8 for you. It's all about using the right champion in the right place. Taking it back a bit, we have a Guillotine 2099. This is from 7.4.1, but she is the boss here. And whilst it doesn't look like it based on how much health she have, this fight's already half down. We aren't going to let Guillotine throw any specials, because I don't like Guillotine specials. She'll reverse our regen, or she'll power drain us, so let's just not let that happen, ever. We're going to build to our special 2, we're going to completely drain all of her power, and goodbye most of her health. Now, she does have I think, a shock vulnerability here, so again, we take advantage of that. But Hulkbuster has one of the easiest access to the shock in the entire game. You throw a heavy, you get a shock. Very simple. This is 8.3.4, we have this Diablo, and he has Footloose here. So if he throws a special attack, he'll be going unstoppable, he'll have his 25% evade chance, similar to our Dormammu at the start. But if we just never let him throw a special attack, guess what? You're going to get sick of me saying it, but if they don't throw a special attack, nothing can go wrong. Here they also gain Energize whenever you knock them down, but given we power lock him for a large amount of it, we can actually help mitigate that Energize as well. Strikers are very nice on Hulkbuster just for extending his reach, and there we go, drain all of that power. Super easy. Up next, we are in 8.2.5. This is another Diablo, but this is just a random quest. I think we've got parry vulnerability here. We've got a few other things. It looks like they've got some sort of critical damage node as well. I don't know. For this fight, I just went into a path without reading it. Hulkbuster can take so much that he really shouldn't be able to. Looks like we've got Bob and Weave going as well, based on that timer. Perhaps Aggression Cruelty. Who cares? Don't let them throw a special attack. All they can do is basic attack. Don't get hit. Doesn't matter. Now, Hulkbuster's heavy chaining in the corner is a little bit risky. You've seen me get tagged here a few times, but Hulkbuster is quite tanky himself. There are some champions that have very fast recovery animations that you want to be careful about using. There's the nice long stun on Hulkbuster Special 1. If we'd had our armour, it would have been even longer, but if you don't need to drain their power, just get rid of them that way. Works fine. Now, of course, we have to take Hulkbuster into the EQ to see what's going on there. This is the power drain one, which Hulkbuster, again, excels at. Most champions that you would take in here, because this is the parry to power drain one, what you might do is you build up to 10 Furies, and then go for their big damage cycle. But, well, with Hulkbuster I can't be bothered, so we're just going to go for 4 instead. So what we're going to do is going to bait out an intercept here, or a parry from Howard the Duck. We've got 4 Furies, and whack, 34k, some really nice crit. There was no recoils in that video either. He's an absolute Chad for EQ. This is Grandmaster's Gauntlet Vision. This vision has his standard vision power gain. He will throw Special 1, Special 2, and then Special 3, in that order. If you push him beyond the special he wants to throw, he'll just throw Special 3. If he does throw the Special 3, you die. That is how this node works. And you have 2 options here. Either you use a champion that can force him to throw out specials, like taunts, or you use a champion that can deal with that power gain. There are some champions that can also just brute force damage their way through it as well, but those are few and far between. However, we can drain all of his power, because guess what? If they don't throw specials, we have no issues. And because he's already thrown the special one, we can keep heavy chaining. So, we're just going to parry him again. Or not. Drain all of his power. Gone, gone, gone. And a couple more heavies. Thank you, Vision. Oh, we whiffed that one because I'm bad. Apologies for the sirens. But 25k medium attacks, 75k special 1. Not bad at all. Here we have 8.2.4, it's the Hella path, but we've got Civil Warrior on it. It's got Heavy Assault, which means we both get massive heavy attacks. It's also got Life Transfer and other nodes, but we have seen that Hulkbuster has big heavy attacks. So, it's Act 8. Take him on the path that, benefits him. Also, Civil Warrior gains a whole load of armors and whatnot off his special attacks, so we're not going to let him throw his, because that's what Hulkbuster does. So no special attack for you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm going to hit you with some big heavy attacks now. Thank you very much. That was 150k. That was 60k. That was also 60k, 2 non-crits on the end there. Last up, we have 8.1.6. We're back in early Act 8. These guys have got Energize. I'm sure they've got other stuff. I think this is similar to the EQ node as well, but it's in Act 8. So every time we power drain them, which we can sometimes do on heavy attacks, there's a 3rd Fury. We're going to gain big Furies. And guess what? Hulkbuster is going to do Hulkbuster things. Are we going to see that special one? Nope. So we have seen 2 special attacks in this entire video. The one that I got hit with right at the start of Old Man Logan, and the one that Grandmaster's Gauntlet Vision through, because, it needs him to throw the special 1 right at the start of the fight, so we could chain more heavies into the special 2. So, there we have it. A quick dive into the power of Rank 3 Hulkbuster. If you don't like dealing with opponent special attacks, then Hulkbuster is a very good option. For example, people like Enchantress, who gets all of her annoyances on Special 1. Just never let her throw a special attack, and you will be fine. That is the power of Hulkbuster. Now, I have done a lot of heavy spamming in this video, but it's really not required. You can play Hulkbuster absolutely fine, just by throwing the Special 2, draining all of their power, and then building back to Special 2 before you do. If you're using power back boosters, this is even easier, and using the Green Goblin Relic will allow you to keep a little bit of power after you throw your Special 2. All of this was unduped as well. The signature ability is fine. It gives you some nice fat regen, similar to a lot of the other Iron Men, but really not required at all. Coming soon, more Act 7. I think we've got OG Scarlet Witch at rank 3 coming as well, and she is mental. And just tell me what you want. I'll try and make as much as possible. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below, and please do all the YouTube stuff. Feel free to also join the Discord, links in the description. A great place to get specific advice, make suggestions for future video topics, and while I'm awake, I do my best to be there as much as possible. Thank you, and I will see you next time.